This story is called Just a Guy Named Jerry. For the people that say there's no racism, racism doesn't exist in America. Them the type of people, if you know them, happen to watch this video. Matter of fact, this video should be used in classroom settings to clearly show people what racism really is. Here we go. One day, I was on number 3 at Monte Carlo, you know. I'm sprinting around trees, listening to my radio show, and I'm just in the zone. Relaxed. The place looked beautiful. We going into the wintertime. I already got the place weed free. Everything green. Everything perfect. All we got to do now is basically overseed. And we don't even do that no more since we got the new grass. You know, you don't have to overseed with the grass we got, but Mike come up to me. He say, "Hey David," Mike the general manager, you know, he say, "Hey David, here come my friend Jerry. He come from the old place I used to work at, and he just wanted to meet you, and we tell him about how you got the place looking, everything looking great, and blah 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 blah." Right? So Mike drove off. Jerry stayed there and talked to me for a while, you know, and Jerry say, "Man, I just can't believe how this place look." He say, "I played him 2 years ago, and I could have swear this place was gonna be condemned." He said, "But when Mike start working here, you know, Mike said, 'Man, come over and play some golf, man. You'll be surprised, man, how the place look. Come on, man.'" He say, "So after about 2 years, I decided, let me go see what Mike talking about." And he say, "I couldn't believe what I saw." I asked him, "Did somebody else brought the place?" They say, "No." "What did y'all do?" And all that they would say is Mr. Stubbs. He said, "So now I fell in love with the place. I come every week, but when I come, I stay until the bar closes at night, around 1 and 2 in the morning." And he said 1 and 2 in the morning, all the members, all the people on the board, all they talk about is David, 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 David the prodigy, David the best in the world, David this, David that, David this, David that, David the greatest. And I say, "Who? David who? Me?" Jeffrey say, "Yeah, you." He said, "These people say you the greatest thing to ever happen to this place. You the reason why it looked like it looked. They say you wanted the best superintendent in the world." And I would never say nothing because I'm not the superintendent there. I'm the assistant. So now, you know, Gary got me thinking. You know, I'm spraying around trees, and I'm just thinking, why did they keep telling Jerry I'm the superintendent? What is wrong with the Jerry guy? He talked to me like I'm some kind of celebrity, or you know what I mean? And I just want to tell him so bad. Man, I think they got me mixed up with somebody else, right? So Jerry come once a week, and when he come, no matter where I'm at, Jerry come find me. He said, boy, I wish you can come to our club. Man, I could have swear their place was gonna be closed down. And they say you did it on a regular budget." He said, man, I know these people. He said, boy, I know your bank account fat. Man, cause you brought these people back from almost being condemned. They say you making them so much money, they have to just get rid of it at the end of the year. They don't know what to do with it. They never made money until you come here. And I'm like, me? He said, yeah, you. You all they talk about, David. They stay in a bar till 2 and 3 in the morning and they fall drunk talking about how great you is, how you done change your place. He say, son, you don't know how happy you make these people. And I'm like, me? Right? So one day, me and the superintendent, we were riding along, checking the place, rating the place. The place was beautiful. We gave it a 10. You know, and all on me. On the spray tech, on the fertilizer tech. I do all the chemical. Only thing everybody else do is cut grass. You get what I'm saying? Everything what this place look is me alone. Right? So me and Jeff were riding and we got the 6. And Jeff say, hey, let's go talk with Jerry. Jerry say, hey, is you David's assistant? He said, no, I'm the superintendent. Jerry said, what you mean you the superintendent? David, is he the superintendent? I say, oh, yes, sir, Jerry. Jerry looked like he about to cry. He said, but how can it be? How can it be? How can anybody be over you? Jerry said, what college you went to, son? Oh, I ain't went to college. I went to the schools of hard knocks. Jerry said, well, how can he be over you and you went to... He said, I don't get it. Jeff pulled off real quick. He said, that guy just looking for fucking trouble. Try to stay away from that fucking guy. Right? And Jeff dropped me off on number 8, you know, and now I feel bad. You know, and 8 big, so I'm gonna be there by the time Jerry get there for number 6, you know what I mean? So Jerry finally caught up with me. And he say, they never talk about that guy. All they talk about is you. He say, I didn't know these days. I thought these days were over with, son. How did you feel coming to work every day and they paying somebody your salary and you doing all the brain work and the labor? Every time I see you, you working like a regular worker. How can he be over you? He ain't go to college. Can you sue? No, Mr. Jerry, I can't sue, man, because one is not a minority. He said, what do you mean? I say a minority is 3 or more. Until 3 more people in America get the degree and have the same problem I have, that's the only time the government can step in on our behalf. But right now, I'm still the only person in the world with a degree, Jerry. He said, do that hurt you? I said, oh yeah, it hurt. Because when I go to their house, they got these $400,000 houses and $500,000 houses. I know if I was white, that'll be my house. When they get in their brand new cars, 20 and 30,000 cash, I know as I was white, I'd be in the $30,000 car, $40,000 truck, $70,000 truck. I say, but I'm all right, Mr. Jerry. I say, God bred me to catch hell. I say, President Clinton explained it to me. I'm a chosen one, and everything bad gonna happen. That's the only way God could prepare me for my journey, Mr. Jerry and all. Man, right now I got a daughter, stepdaughter, I mean goddaughter, whatever she wanna call it. But right now I'm just living to make her dream come true. Cause my dream would never come true. I done gave it 40 years and I just done gave up, man. I'm just work till I can't walk no more. Cause I said they putting it to me. They trying to make a way. I end up in a wheelchair. I say, see, they tell me how great I'm is and how I'm a prodigy, but secretly they trying to attack me. They make me work like a 18-year-old illegal immigrant. Soon as the bosses leave the property, they give me stuff like moving the furniture out of 3 houses in a day or lifting something heavy, 2 tons of fertilizer by myself with no help. Done the kind of thing they do to attack my knee. But I'm going to just try to work long as I can, Mr. Jerry, and hopefully I can make my goddaughter dream come true. Because mine ain't. It's over with for me, Mr. Jerry. And Jerry, he trying to hold back his tears. He's saying it ain't right, David. He said, I didn't know these days still exist. I say these days exist, Mr. Jerry, but the privilege don't see what the suppressed go through, man. I say, see, if you wouldn't witness this with your own 2 eyes, Mr. Jerry, you would swear that there ain't no racism at this golf course because all they talk about is how great David is. Look at the pay. It speaks volumes. Look at the white people who were hired here. No experience. Get started with $20-some an hour. And it me and 3 more black guys here. We all got 30 to 40 years experience. They start at $8, $9, and $10. And when we say, but why did you start him with 20-something and he got 0 experience? The boss man just drop his head. Drop his head. Jerry said, you tell me they start people with no experience with more money than you and them other 2 black guys, and y'all got over 20-some years experience? I said, yes, sir. And they do it in your face. Because they basically know ain't nothing you can do about it. But it's all right, Mr. Jerry. I'll catch it in the next life, bro. Man, you take it easy. I gave him some dap, and he gave me dap. And when I was going in, Jerry should have been on number 9, right? You know, then he have 10 through 18 to do on the bike. When I went in, when I left 8, Jerry was gone. After a while, Mike come out and he asked me, said, hey, did you see Jerry? I said, oh no, dogs, Jerry. Find out about Jeff and he couldn't believe what was going on. He said he thought these days didn't exist no more. And Mike said, well, Jerry, a good man, it's best to keep him under your belt. I said, I know Jerry, good people, man. I can feel the energy from him, you know, but I said, I don't think Jerry coming back here no more, Mike. And Jerry never come back again. And Mike steady come to me, you know, like every Wednesday, because that when Jerry come. You say, hey, you seen Jerry around in the well? I said, no, man. You said, I got to go find Jerry because I want to make sure ain't nothing wrong with him. And there wasn't nothing wrong with Jerry. Jerry just realized after being fooled all these years with the Tiger Woods, the Shaquille O'Neal, the Michael Jordan, Jay-Z, they fooled the entire world that blacks have an equal opportunity in America. Tiger Woods, a prodigy. He can't represent the average black. Michael Jordan, a prodigy. He can't represent the average black. Shaquille O'Neal is the biggest prodigy. He can't represent the average white. The average white are millionaires, or at least bringing in $300,000 a year. The average black bringing in $10,000 a year to 12. But they got 10 little black guys, or maybe 20, if you include the rapper, that represent the entire black race, and they fooling the whole world that blacks are equal in America. And that's the biggest fucking lie ever told. Because we're not. Just like Jerry say, they talk about you all day, every day, up in the bar until they fall asleep. But if you look at my paycheck, it won't reflect that. If you look at how they treat me, it won't reflect that. And I never saw Jerry again. So for anybody who say racism doesn't exist, y'all doesn't have a clue. Keep on thinking that Tiger Woods and Shaquille O'Neal represent the average American black people. No, they prodigies, man. Prodigies. They not average. They can't represent us. They can't. I hope this video reached the right people and help them to realize what blacks go through. We don't have an equal opportunity in the country. We're a long ways from it. Thank you and God bless.